What is up, beautiful people? It is your girl Cam, and I am back with another video. Today I'm coming at you with something very special. This is part 2 in a series I am doing called Celebrating the Wonderful Women in My Life. So hopefully the haul for this little project went up last night. If I can get everything together, hopefully the haul went up last night so you can see all of the goodies that I'm going to be using. And then today is part 2, putting the pieces together. So I am going to be creating a mini scrapbook using this traveler's notebook, celebrating some of the wonderful women in my life using the Wonder Woman line of crafting supplies from Paper House Productions. And I am so excited to put this together. So if this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome, welcome. I do hope that something on this channel gives you some inspiration, and I hope that you will take a moment and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you won't miss out on any of the fun right here on this channel. If you are already a part of the fam, welcome back. Okay, so hopefully the haul for this went up last night, and I am going to grab all of my goodies. I've got stickers. I have got my pictures printed and cut down to the right sizes, and I'll go through some of those with you in just a second. And then I have got some cut aparts that I'm going to use to decorate this scrapbook. So today, May 2nd, is National Scrapbook Day. So I thought that I would put together a scrapbook. I used to be a real heavy scrapbooker years ago. So I thought it would be a good idea to put together a scrapbook celebrating these women in my life. And I am all ready to get going. I've got all the supplies that I need right here and my tape runner on the side. So if you want to see how my Wonder Women scrapbook comes together, celebrating all of these wonderful women in my life, just stick around. Okay, so let's get started. So I've cut down a lot of different pieces. I've cut down some of the scrapbook paper to fit the size of this traveler's notebook. I've cut down my pictures. So let me go through the pictures that I gathered real quick, and then we'll get started. Let me move a few things out of the way. And I have these in categories. So my mom, of course, is in her own category by herself because she's definitely a wonderful woman. That's a picture of her. And this is when we picked up my new car. I was looking like Fat the water rat right there, but I was excited about getting my car, honey. This is my aunt. This is my dad's baby sister. This is my mom's baby sister. This is my Aunt Ida. Oh, I was using some scrap pages too, y'all. You know, you got to do what you got to do. So this is my Aunt Ida. This is me and my cousin Sandra. This is my mother-in-law and my two sisters-in-law. This is my little cousin Candace. This is my best friend from middle school and high school. We were best friends for a long time. This is my pastor's wife. This is the first person that ever talked to me about eating vegetarian and vegan. This lady right here. I love her spirit, and she's a really serious vegan, and we have children about the same age. We have boys about the same age, so I love her. And then this was my public relations manager when I did my one-woman show. This was my director for my one-woman show. This is, oh, when I was working in the preschool classroom, this is one of my co-teachers. We had so much fun together. OMG, we had a ball in the classroom. Now, when I was an assistant director, these were some of the teachers at the preschool, and they really were some of the hardest working women in the game, okay? I love those girls. This was my old supervisor. She was my director when I was the assistant director, and you can see now we just cutting up. Just cutting up. And then this was one of my bosses when I worked for the Arts and Science Council. I love Nancy. She's such a sweet person. And this is a photograph of me. So I am going to put a few pictures of myself in here, kind of in the intro, to kind of explain what this book is all about. And then I'll put a couple of pictures of myself in the back. So this is me, and then this is me in character in my one-woman show. And this is me when I was running summer camp last year. All right, so those are my photographs. And I am going to start this process by doing the cover for this book. So hopefully my tape runner is going to act accordingly, because I need her to work. Sometimes she acts up. But okay, so I've cut this paper down to fit the traveler's notebook, and I've made it just a little bit slightly larger just in case I miscalculated somewhere. So I'm going to use this beautiful scrapbook paper from Paper House, and it has the gold foil on it. And so let's go ahead and get this taped. I don't know if I should put tape on the book or tape on the paper. Let's tape the book. Let's put tape on the book. Okay, so now I've got the cover on. I'm going to go around with my scissors and just trim off the excess pieces, because I did make it just a little bit bigger just to give myself some leeway, because you don't want it to be too small. Too big, you can work out. Too small, no. I mean, there are ways you can fix that, but it would just be added work that you don't want to do. So I'm just going to trim this real quick, and then we're going to create the cover page, no, the inside cover page. And I cut down this piece of scrapbook paper to put right here in the cover, and I measured it to be the right size to fit in here. So let me grab my tape runner again, and we're just going to put, we don't have to put quite as much tape on it this time, but we do want to make sure we get it secured. And you want to try to go to the edge when you put your tape down, and then I'll just put one piece down the middle. I'm losing pieces of paper off my desk, y'all. Okay, so let me line this up with the edge. And that's going to be my inside cover. Okay? Now the next thing I want to do is start going in and putting in my photos. So I thought that I would start this off with a picture of myself to just explain why I'm doing this project. So I have a picture of myself here, and then a place for me to write down my thoughts on why this celebration of the wonderful women in my life is so important. So I think I'm going to go with this picture here. I think we're going to go with that one. And we'll just tape this down. Okay, and then on the opposite page, I'm going to use some of this paper that I have cut down to be the, do I want to do that, or do I want to leave this page blank? Okay, I want to leave that page blank, so hold on a second. Let me find a little topper that I can put on this page. That's what I want to do here. Okay, so now I'm going to put this little Wonder Woman emblem in the gold foil next to my photograph, and then I'm going to leave myself space to write down why I'm doing this project. So I'm just going to trim this down and tape it. Okay, so this will be my intro page. Now I'm going to go in, and I have my pictures in order. So I'm going to go in and tape all of my pictures down, and then I'm going to go back and add some decoration. So I've got pictures in order from family to friends and then coworkers. So I'm going to go ahead and tape all of these down, and then we'll come back and decorate. Okay, I took a little break because I had to run an errand, and I also ran out of, my tape runner was behaving fine, but I ran out of tape, and so I went to Walmart to get a refill for this smaller tape runner. Okay, so when I got back, I did a few things before I started filming, so I'm just going to kind of do a little quick flip, and then we're going to finish this up. So this is what I've added so far. You see how I covered up my fat rolls? This is from about 2 years ago, so yeah. So I put a nice little cut apart right on there. And then we added some of the gold foil here. And I love this little stripe because it matches my aunt's shirt. Look at that. It matches perfectly. Okay, that worked out nicely. And then one of my pictures was, the ink was bleeding. So I'm going to have to replace that photo. But I just covered it up with some scrapbook paper. And I'll come back and put a new picture here later. And I think that may be, okay, no, I did. My cousin's picture turned out nice because she has on this reddish shirt. And she is the prayer warrior, honey. This is my cousin, the prayer warrior. You hear me? So I got to do a page for her, my little baby cousin. And then I put the leaps tall buildings in a single bound for my sister-in-laws and my mother-in-law. Those are some resourceful women, okay? And then we have this divider page that says confidence and strength. And I love how this one turned out. My best friend from middle and high school. I love that picture of her. And then I love how this spread turned out. And then I'm just adding some more pieces in here. That looks good. So we're just going to put a little bit more in here. And then I'm going to do a final flip through. So I'm ready to do my final flip through of my Wonder Woman themed scrapbook celebrating all the wonderful women in my life in honor of Scrapbook Day, National Scrapbook Day, which is today, and also Mother's Day coming up next Sunday. Okay, so let's do a final flip through of what I have so far, and then you can check out some after the pen spreads on Instagram, and I'll link my Instagram down below. All right, so we have Wonder Woman here. This is where I'm going to write my intro on why I'm doing this book. And then here is my mom's page. And here's my aunt. I just need to write in here. That's the only thing left to do. And another one of my aunts. And then I have a little, like a little divider page with the cute Wonder Woman paper. And I need to add one more picture here in this part. Here's my cousin, one of my cousins at my birthday party last year. And I still have plenty of room to write here. Here's my baby cousin, my younger cousin. And my in-laws here. And a little divider page. Well, I think I'm going to write something about friendship here because the next section is all about my friends. Okay, so I have plenty of space to write here. And I've done some horizontal and some vertical. Oh, and I also added in some stickers from a couple of different sticker books. I don't want to forget that. I added some word stickers from the Mommy Lay sticker book and also from the inspirational sticker book, and all of these are from Paper House. Okay, so that's another way that I was able to kind of jazz this up some. Okay, and this is my idea, friend. Whenever you have a situation you want to know the solution to it, this is the person I call. That's why I put these little that's why I put these little light bulbs around her head, because she is the idea person. All right, and here's another page spread, and I'm going to write something about the people that I worked with here, because this last section is about people that I have had the pleasure of working with. Okay. So here's another spread, and then the teachers, and then my previous director at our preschool, and me at summer camp last year, and me dressed in my costume for my one-woman show. All right, so that's going to do it for me. I really had a good time putting this all together. And I hope that this gave you some inspiration on some ways that you can honor and celebrate the people in your life. Because I think that just going down memory lane with this and thinking about how much people have been a blessing to me and how much people have believed in me and encouraged me, this really was very, very good to do. And I can't wait to finish writing this and putting this together, and having this as a keepsake, and maybe even sharing it with some of the people who are featured in this book. All right, so I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you'll give me a big thumbs up if you did. If you're not already a part of the Piece of the Plans fam, I hope that you'll take a moment and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you won't miss out on any of the fun right here on this channel. If you are already a part of the fam, thank you so much for coming back. I hope that your May is off to a great start. I hope that you do something to celebrate National Scrapbook Day, that you'll put a scrapbook page together, or maybe even a little mini scrapbook like this together to celebrate National Scrapbook Day. And I hope that you'll do something fun also to celebrate Mother's Day. And I hope that your May is full of love, joy, and most of all, peace. I'll see you next time.